Now taking illustration number 14, in which a company can make any one of the three products XYZ in a year. It can exercise its option only at the beginning of each year. Relevant information about the products for the next year is given below. XYZ. Here we are having selling price per unit, variable cost per unit, market demand per unit, market demand, and production capacity and fixed cost. Right now we are required to compute the opportunity cost for each of the product. First of all, let's understand the question. Here is a company, sir, which is manufacturing three products in a year, XYZ, and it is in a dilemma that, sir, what product should be manufactured by us for this year, right? Now, sir, it can only it can only decide this thing once. After initiating the production, it cannot stop it and continue to produce the and switch to produce another product, right? So this decision is very crucial. So therefore the details are given here. That's the selling price of each of the article XYZ per unit is given to us, which is 10, 12 and 12. Variable cost is also given to us, market demand and production capacity is given to us, fixed cost is given to us, which is common for each of these three products. Now, sir, what compute the opportunity cost for each of the products. Now opportunity cost refers to what? Opportunity cost means, sir, the benefit foregone by choosing one out of several alternatives, right? So this is our opportunity cost. Eh, um, as relevant to this question, opportunity cost means, sir, if we choose to produce product X, then, sir, what is the benefit which we are foregoing, right, from Y or Z? If we are manufacturing Y, then, sir, what are the benefits foregone with respect to X or Z, right? So like this. Now let's first of all calculate, as we can see in this question, that's the contribution is easily clear by reading this question. Let's find out the total contribution which we can get. So first of all, let's look at this thing. So per unit contribution we are getting here 4 rupees, here we are getting 3 rupees, here we are getting 5 rupees, right? Now, sir, whether we should multiply this 4 rupees, 3 rupees and 5 rupees to this 3000, 2000 and 1000 respectively, or to this 2000, 3000 and 900 respectively. So production capacity, if we can look at, here production capacity is lower, here production capacity is higher, here production capacity is lower. So subject to the production capacity only we can we can manufacture that product, right? This 4 rupees will be multiplied by this 2000, this 3 rupees will be multiplied by this 2000, because if the market demand is 2000, why we will produce 3000 units, right? Definitely. So this 3 multiplied by 2000 and this 5 would be multiplied by this 900. How much contribution in total we are getting? Let's find out. So this 4 will be multiplied to this 2000, 8000, right? And this 3 will be multiplied by this 2000, then that means 6000, and here the 5 will be multiplied by this, then that means 4500. All right. Now the now if anybody has a question, that's why this fixed costs are not taken into consideration, because this fixed cost is not making any part to discuss here, na. We can only talk about from this contribution, because this fixed cost is common. This fixed cost is common na, for each of these three products. Then why we will consider this fixed cost when we are making a decision that what product should be manufactured, right? I think that is clear. Now 8000, 6000 and 4500 is what our contribution in total, that what we can get. So the opportunity cost for this product X is what? So the maximum benefit which is foregone by us by choosing this alternative out of the several alternative is 6000. So the opportunity cost for this X is 6000. So for this Y, the opportunity cost is this 8000, and for this Z, the opportunity cost is this 8000, right? I think that is clear.